Welcome to Module 5 of the PREP-IT instructional presentations. This is part of a series of presentations on the use of the various features in the PREP Implementation, Planning, Monitoring, and Evaluation tool, or PREP-IT. PREP-IT is a decision-making and analysis tool with several interrelated modules used for target setting, costing, and commodities forecasting. This presentation is the fifth in a series of presentations on the features and functions of PREP-IT. This step in the PREP program configuration is to specify when clients receive PREP via the visit schedule according to national guidelines. This input, in conjunction with others, allows the tool to track how much PREP and other resources are needed each month of the target setting period. First, you need to think about how many different types of visit schedules there are in your program, meaning different patterns of when clients receive their PREP after their first initiation visit. There may be just one schedule for all clients, or schedules may vary by priority population or method. PREP-IT initially provides space for 4 different visit schedules, with the option to add up to 15 more by clicking on the plus sign. If desired, you can also rename the schedules as shown in the example here, where the user has 3 schedules, one for each method, pill, ring, and CAB PREP. Selecting your schedules, you need to indicate when the return visits occur. For each visit schedule, use the checkboxes to indicate the months that the clients should return for their continuation visit after initiation. Lastly, you need to assign a visit schedule to each of the priority populations using the drop-down lists. The next slide will show a demonstration of completing the visit schedule section. Now we're back at the PREP-IT configuration page and we're ready to enter our visit schedules. So the first thing we're going to decide is how many visit schedules do we have that we want to specify. You need at least 1 visit schedule, but you can specify up to 15 if you've got different populations on different schedules or different methods on different schedules or a combination thereof. So if you have a lot of variability in your program, you're allowed to specify that here. For my purposes, I'm going to say 2 schedules. I'm going to say I have one for oral PrEP and I have one for CAB PrEP. And I'm going to delete the other schedules. Next, we then move to specifying the months after initiation when users should return for their continuation visits or their refill visits. So I'm going to say for my program, the schedule that I have is oral PrEP. They have an initiation visit, then they come 30 days later at month 1, and then they come every 3 months. So I'm using these checkboxes to say when people should be expected to be coming throughout a calendar year in terms of getting PrEP from once they started. Similarly for CAB, I'm going to say it works a little differently. Maybe they come every other month. And I'm using these checkboxes accordingly. So this is just an example. Each program might have differences based on the guidelines, but they should be reflected in these visit schedules. So then once we've specified them, we click Next. And like previously, we've specified our schedules. Now we need to assign them to both our priority populations and methods. And you can see here they all grabbed the first schedule for oral PrEP. So we need to replace that for CAB PrEP and put those on the CAB schedule. So we're just using the drop-down list to specify the appropriate schedule for these populations and methods. And that's all there is to it. Then you click Next and you'll go on to the next section. Thank you. For more information on visit schedules and other functions of PREP-IT, please join the PREP-IT community of practice. You can enter questions with the hashtag visit schedules so that others can learn from your question as well.